My darling sweetheart, you are my everything. I love you so much. And you've been there for me. You've taken me from bottom to the top, all through. And thank you for understanding me. Thank you for loving me because your love is beyond. And thank you also for giving me such beautiful, beautiful children. I look at them, I see you. And you're so beautiful, and you're everything to me. And I always tell you, when I'm working at work, I always look at the watch. What time will I finish to go back to my wife, to my sweetheart? I love you so much, and may God bless you.
So, sweetheart, I really love everything about you. I love you so much. I love the way you love me. I love the way you love our children. I love the way you are there for me for good times and bad times. And I thank God for you. And I ask God to give us many more years to come. You're beautiful inside and outside. I love you so much.
A very good morning to you and a warm welcome to LNS Rebuilding Edition. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Guys, first things first, I did not know I was going to meet the incredible guest that I'm about to introduce you to. So when the wife bumped into me and my team and she was like, oh my God, guys, I love what you do. I just kept asking myself, can we just sit with her? Because she did something. She phoned her husband on video call, and it was the way they call each other, honey, sweetie, my love, all these things. And I'm like, how long have these people been together? And it's not even, she was not doing that because we were around. When they were walking around this space that we are filming in, to Canary Wharf, by the way, they were just holding hands. And I was like, isn't this beautiful? Isn't this blessed? Isn't this what every one of us dreams about? So they will be talking to us about their marriage story and tell us, does it really work? Is it a scam? How have they been able to rebuild their lives around marriage? And just encourage each and every one of us who is a bit down right now. But before I let them introduce themselves, I have to say thank you so much to our partners at Hyssop Properties Limited for walking this journey with us. And I'm not sure if my guests today, they've invested back in Kenya, but they'll be talking to us maybe kidogo about the do's and don'ts of investing back home, because I understand credibility is an issue. And I've always said, before I sit on this chair and even vouch for a product, it's because I've done my due diligence. Staki 10 years to come mseme Lynn, tuliuziwa ina hii and it was not credible. So matters land, matters real estate, check out Hyssop Properties Limited. They were voted best real estate company 2022. So I'm sure we can give them a chance. Their contact details are right here. And I want to say thank you guys. 700k subscribers, here we come. My friend Lydia Ted says it can only be God. So for every moment you take a break to support our work, I want to say you are highly appreciated. Now, without further ado, allow me to let my incredible guests introduce themselves so that I'm able to continue bringing you impactful stories from UK, or as they call it, London.
Yes.
Do you say London?
London or
Yeah, London.
Sorry?
London.
In London. Oh, it's like I have to give it a bit of attitude, like London. Hey, Dad, how are you?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm blessed.
Amen.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
It's
And I'm
an
so
honor.
happy to be with you, to be here.
Yes.
And it's just a dream that has come true.
Yeah.
Actually, when we were driving, coming over, I was telling my wife, reminding her, there's a time that I dreamt with you.
Really?
And she could not remember. So
Yes.
I told her, there's a time I woke up and I was dreaming with them, with Lynn, Ngugi, and she was interviewing me. And I said, wow. So I was just telling her, it's a dream coming true.
It is coming true.
Yeah, so here we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please tell us your name.
My name actually is Yakipande. I'm a
Ya Kipande. That, I
No,
actually
no, no.
thought you were
Okay,
saying
I've
your
got only
name
one
is
name.
Ya Kipande. So I'm trying to figure. Ya Kipande is Ugandan, Kenyan.
No,
So ni Ya Kipande.
ya Kipande
ID.
yangu ni ya Kenyan na ni
Yes.
bado ni British. My name is David Njonjo.
Yeah.
Nyumbani inajulikana kama Uncle B
Yes.
ama Guka B because I'm a granddad.
Oh, yeah?
Here, watu wananijua kama Sir Charles.
Yeah.
So if you ask anybody about Sir Charles or Peterborough,
Yes.
hakuna mwingine ni mimi.
It's just you.
It's me.
My name is Harriet.
Yeah.
Harriet Jonjo. But most people do not know my name.
Yeah.
They call me Sweetie Wasa.
Yeah.
So that is the way I'm known.
Yes.
Because they've never had us call each other names. So they just say, what is her real name?
Wow.
So they call me Sweetie Wasa.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah.
When you say Harriet,
Yes.
they will, which
is
Harriet?
that?
Okay, Harriet Wasa.
Yeah.
That is it.
That is it.
Yes.
So I can call you Harriet Wasa.
Yeah, Harriet
and
Wasa.
it will be okay.
It will still be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Sweetie Wasa.
Yes.
It is okay.
Or honey.
Yes, or
Yeah.
honey.
Yes.
Or, you know, yes.
Yeah.
But not names.
Not
we
names.
don't call each other names.
What do you call him?
I call him Sweetie.
Sweetie the same, yeah.
We call each other Sweetie. So sometimes we do babes, but Sweetie has been the longest.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart, how are you? You know, we never, whether we are annoyed or not, it's always Sweetie.
Really?
Yes.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been together 27 years now.
Yeah.
Yes, 27 years now.
So, Dad, how did you meet your sweetie?
Wow. My sweetie here, we used to live in London, or rather I used to live in London, and there's a friend of ours, actually a friend of mine and a friend of hers, but we didn't know both of us that she was our friend. She had a pub, and we used to go there with my friends and relax there, nyama choma, drink. And then one time on a Saturday, I went there and I found a lady serving, helping, because now she was helping her friend. And immediately I saw her, I said, wow. I told my friends, actually, I said, wow, that lady is beautiful. We started chatting, and I started chatting to her and talking and things like that. And I think that's how it started. I just felt, wow. Because she was there and she was open to me, and although we went for some time, slowly. So for about a month or so, or 2 months. Yeah. And I gave her a surprise. I told her, I have a feeling inside my heart, inside my soul, that you're going to be my wife. From nowhere, because I just felt it.
So ukakaa tu ukafeel.
Nikakaa tu nikafeel, nikaona
Huu ni wako.
huu ni wangu, ile mapenzi yuko nayo ni ya mwisho. Sijaiona mapenzi kama hii.
Sa ujamuongelesha but umemuona tu ukafeel.
No, after 2 months.
After 2
2 months, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey,
it's after
okay.
Within
about
those
2
2 months,
dating.
we used to date. You know.
Seeing each other every day.
Every day, but that's your version. Mom, what's your version? Did you even notice him?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't lie about it. I did. I walked in as well. I was helping my friend, like he said.
Yeah.
So I walked in and I'm looking and I'm thinking, wow, who is that? Who is that? And then, and then he got the courage.
Yeah.
He came to say hello.
Oh.
So he said hello, and then they continued drinking, and I continued helping my friend. And then much later, I say that I'm going home, and he asks me, how am I going home? And I'm like, I'll take a taxi.
Yeah.
And then he said, no, you can't take a taxi. I've got a car.
Hey.
And I'm thinking, I don't
Dad.
know you.
Daddy feeling good about it. So
Yeah.
Dad says he has a car.
Yeah, he will take me home. I said, how am I going to trust you?
Yeah.
Then I have to have a friend so that my friend can be there
Yes.
when you're dropping us.
Yeah.
And he said, no matter wherever they live, I'll take you together. So we got in the car because anyway, it was new, and dropped us. And then after that, now we dated for 2 months. And I think it was the first month or second month.
Yeah.
That's when he says, I know you're going to be my wife. And I'm thinking, are you crazy or something? I mean, like, yes, I love you, I like you, everything, but don't you think you really need to know more about me? And he's like, every day we've been meeting, because we met, from that day we met every day for the 2 months.
Yes.
Every day. And we used to talk until
even 3 in the
3
morning.
in the morning. So we are meeting and we are talking until 3 in the morning.
Mbona audience mnaniangalia ni kama muongelesha yangu until
yeah, so
Yeah.
we were like, we could not go over. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how we met.
Okay.
We met there, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, and he told you you're
Yeah.
going to be his wife.
Yes, and I was like, okay, we'll pray about it. We'll see how it will go.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long did it take before he asked you to marry him? Are you first guys like churchly, married, the white wedding, ratios, all those things?
We met, we are married, yes, officially.
Yeah.
I mean, like legally.
Yeah.
But we met when he was through with his divorce.
Okay.
So coming from another marriage, he wasn't very keen to jump in and everything.
Okay.
So we did sin because we lived together. I don't know whether we should be saying this.
But that means he was not with someone too, right? When you are living together, right?
Yes, yes, he was not.
Yes.
But he had children, of
Yes.
course. So we actually dated.
Yeah.
And through going to church, because we go to church, our pastor said, because it wasn't a very nice, the former relationship did not end. It is in here, I mean in England.
Yeah.
So we had to, we've gone through so much with that. So the pastor said, now guys, we need to advise you that it is right if you do it right.
Yeah.
So we actually got married after we had even children.
Yes.
Even the last one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
After.
yeah. So we eventually did it officially.
Yeah.
So from the time we did it officially, it's not many years. It's more than 15 years though.
Yeah, it's more than
15. But being
That's
together,
a long time, Mom.
Yes.
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 But Dad, she's mentioned something. You know, sometimes when you have invested with someone else emotionally, it's really hard to start looking for love in another person, right? What made you say, I know this one is not working for me, but let me give love a chance again? What made you say that? What made you want to have another woman in your life?
In the beginning, I didn't want to have another woman. So even when we met, I was not fully there, because I thought that it's going to happen again. Either I'm going to mess up or I'm not going to be happy. So I didn't want to rush into it. But the way she was talking to me, the previous marriage, there was nothing like that. I had not experienced that before. So when she was talking to me and being there for me, and because I was pouring everything to her, and she was there for me, and she was telling me each and everything, and even touching me and holding me, and I even first thought that it was a game she was playing. And I even told her, saying, this game, mchezo mistaki. And she was looking at me, mchezo gani? Me, I'm serious. Mchezo gani? Me, I'm listening to you and I'm there for you, you know. So that's why it took time. But then after some time sitting down and thinking and also praying to God, and I said, why don't I try again? Because the way I'm seeing her is totally different from the other marriage, you see. So I said, let me try. And voila.
Voila.
That's
You're happy you tried?
I'm happy I tried.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you know, you've mentioned something, because I don't get to sit with a lot of men in this show. But you're saying the way she was talking to you, the way she was holding you, the way she was speaking to you. What exactly do you mean when you say that? Because sometimes we think men are so hardcore, you know. They don't need to be touched. They don't need to be listened to. We just think men can handle everything. So when you say the way she was talking to you, how exactly was she talking to you? And what were you lacking that needed to be filled?
I think the way she was talking to me is in a way that I could understand her. Is the way that she could feel. I saw that she was feeling my pain. And even when I told her, because I poured everything, and even told her I've got children, and she said, "That's even better, because at least now I know that you know more about marriage, and and she was so nice. That's what I'm trying to look for words, because she was so nice to me. She gave me time, and she was not getting. I could see that she was not even bored. The way you pour everything to somebody, and that person doesn't even have time for you. But she was there for me, and I could see the love. In fact, that's what I want to repeat again. What I could see is her touching me, holding me, and telling me everything will be okay. Don't worry, And sometimes I was even crying, because I could not believe that I have got somebody I'm talking to, because it had gone for some time, me not sharing with anybody. But then when I talked to her and she was there for me, and I felt deep inside that this is the person that really understands me. This is the person that really knows exactly what I'm going through.
Mom, let me ask you,
Yes.
as a lady, were you not scared? Because sometimes you don't want to deal with all the drama, you don't want to deal with everything that comes with this and this and that. Were you not scared? And what made you create space for him?
Good question. I was scared. But the only way I know how is just to ask God, please, can you just direct me? Can you just show me whether if this is not a space I'm supposed to be staying, please just remove
Get me out of it.
Yes. But what gave me the assurance, it's because I had never experienced that kind. I know men being closed, one being my dad, rest in peace.
Okay.
Being so closed, not speaking about their feelings, not being truthful the minute you meet, but the kind of love that I saw through him, he was like so vulnerable when I met him, and he was able to just declare his love towards his children. And I was like, you didn't even think, first let me hide.
Let me lie.
So that at least you ingia box and then I tell you,
later.
Surprise. No, he laid everything on the table.
Wow.
So I was like, yes, that's a tick. That's a zone that I can work with.
Yes.
That's a space I can work with.
Yeah.
Because I need somebody that is truthful, somebody who can communicate, somebody who is ready to be vulnerable, and somebody who knows that we have to contact God after we talk. We have to tell God, is this the right way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not someone who is perfect, someone who is faking perfection.
No, I did not want that fakeness, because I am one person. I am just so black and white. I don't always, I can never pretend to be something that I'm not.
Yeah.
But even though, like he was telling me, he had already ruled out that I am within his league. He had said, no. The way he looked at me, he said, no, this one is not within my league. I will not even try.
Yeah.
So when I talked to him, and he even was confessing all these things, instead of me hearing later, like he was telling his friends, she looks like she's not my league, but I really like her,
Yeah.
So I thought these small things, they really, really create an environment that I could feel safe
to work on.
Yes, but I did pray.
Okay.
I did pray. Yes,
okay.
I did pray.
Yeah.
Yes.
How was the blending in with also the children? Because you are coming into a new space.
Yes.
You don't want to be all over the space. How was that blending in?
The blending in was not easy. And it's a work in progress. And even now, it's still a work in progress, 27 years later, because we still have to meet. Our canvas is not plain. The way you can meet a girl and a boy
and you start life together.
Yes, our canvas is not plain. It's not only us.
Yes.
So we've got
Other people.
others, and we have to be sensitive about them. We have to try and work, give love even where it's impossible. We have to try and remember that if we have any fights or any disagreements, there's somebody there that was not even there, was not involved, is not supposed to be involved, that is hurting more than us, the bigger picture. So it's not been easy, but by the grace of God, it is just beautiful.
Beautiful. So Dad, did you say you are glad you tried with her?
Yes.
You are glad you accepted to, just do life with her. Was it easy once you guys now got in together, or what you ordered versus what was delivered was completely different?
It was not easy. It was not easy because from the other side also there was a lot of jealous and a lot of stories and everything like that. And so it was not easy. But since my heart, that's what I wanted. And my heart, I knew that that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to fight for that. I'm going to fight for that. Because I even lost friends. I lost friends, and I lost even immediate friends, of which I don't know what had happened. I don't know what they were told. I don't know what went wrong or said. But I just said, whoever is going to be my friend, or whoever is going to believe me or understand me, because even there's a time she was asking me, how many people were you married to? Were you married to so many? Because everybody just stories here and there, stories here and there. Because you are not even given peace, you see. Because I think there was a lot of grudge or something like that. So, but I did fight for it.
Mom, what do you think makes your marriage work for the both of you? What do you think makes it work?
First and foremost, I would say that we both agreed from the beginning that we have to be communicating. We have to make sure that we communicate. And we have to make sure that we value this marriage the same way. Because if he undervalues it, I overvalue it, then we are not able to meet. So we had to make sure that we are valuing it the same way.
If he undervalues it, and you
overvalue
it, it's not going to work.
It cannot work. It can't work at all. So we actually are believers of communication. And we also love putting work in it, because we know we are in it together. So it is not me to put in the work. It's not him to put in the work.
It's both of you.
It is two-way.
You work as a team.
We have to work as a team.
Okay.
So marriage can only work when you work as a team. And if both of you value it enough that it is worth doing the work. Yes.
Yeah, Dad, let me ask you, what was the most challenging thing in your marriage? Especially from her, right? What is that thing she did and you are like, oh my God, and how do you solve those issues that you guys get to have in marriages?
Challenges were there because as the first marriage, and we were back in Kenya, is that African thing that I'm the head and you're supposed to listen to me, not me hearing you, or you're not supposed to tell, whatever you tell me, you're supposed to listen to me. So when I met her, she showed me exactly how it is. We are one thing. We are one thing, me and you. And it was not easy for me because I really tried. And I had an ego, but she tried all she could do, She was even telling me, let's go for counseling because I see there's a problem here because you're not understanding, because I could not understand her. Because she's trying to explain something to me, which was something straightforward. But now that ego, I have it, I could not listen to her. Because it was entering through here and coming out through this other side. But she was telling me, then let's go for counseling. And I was telling her, no, if it's counseling, you go. You are the one who needs the counseling. Yeah, it was a problem, not me. So it took time. It took time. And then this thing, it continued. And then one time I thought, no, I think I need to game up to change my game, because there's something not right here. There is something that is not right here. So I told her, okay, I accept, let's go for counseling. And we went for counseling. And while we were there, I realized that most of all this time, I was the one who was on the wrong. Because I was not giving her a chance. I was not understanding her. But then when that happened, after the counseling and everything, at least now that's where now I felt that, wow.
You guys can understand
we
each
can
other.
understand each other.
Okay.
And we are one thing.
Yeah.
And I need to be there for her. Yeah.
Okay, you are home away from home, right?
Yes.
How would you define life in the UK?
Yeah.
And because the things I've had, sometimes it's very hard. Life here is very hard.
Yeah.
You are working day in. I think I even came and I became a Londoner. Like I'm just working day in, day out, day in, day out. You know, you hear things like that. How is life in the UK, and how long have you been here?
Life in the UK is a trying life. Living in the UK itself is a trying life.
Yeah.
You know, coming in, you know, depending, because people come in different ways, you know. But then we've been here for, difference of 1 year. So you came in 1994. Yes. Yeah, so
Where is the water? Where is the accent?
No, we will never change.
Mom, where's the water?
Some of us will never change. No, I think it is us.
I think
We made a choice.
because even sometimes our children, they do make us, you know, what they call it, making.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes we speak that African accent.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when they are talking, I don't know how many times do I tell them, can you please speak English? Yeah, but Dad, you know what I think? No, English.
Yes.
English.
Yeah, but speaking English. No, that's not English.
Yeah. Speak English.
So
Yeah.
Wow. It's very difficult.
Yes.
To be in the mix, you know.
So you've been here for over 20 years plus.
Yes. Now it's going to be 30 years.
30 years.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. It's going to be. It's just the grace of God, just even being, you know, being able to live for that long. But when we were coming initially, all of us, most of us, anyway, let me speak on most of us. We come with the thought that we're just coming for a short time and then we'll be back. We make the money. By the time I was coming, I was being told that even when I leave the plane, you know, the airport, it's all carpeted, or the roads are carpeted. So I was like, yeah, and the money grows in the trees. So why not?
You say that?
Yes.
It's actually a thing.
Yes.
They tell you from the airport, the road is carpeted.
It's carpeted, yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so this is the land of manna.
Yeah.
That's what I want, you know. So then I come, a young girl, single and everything. And then now I leave, and then I get a husband.
Yeah.
And we've got children.
Yeah.
And I'm going back at home, and I'm like, I've got all these children, you know, and I've got a husband.
Yeah.
I've got a train I've brought back, you know. But it's been a journey that has been not easy as well. It's been really, really tough, because when we were coming, things you must have heard about papers and everything. You know, you have to wait for, some of us could wait even for 10 years, 11 years before we could even move or do anything. So that takes a chunk of your life, even before you get to know, how do I maneuver this? So, but by the grace of God, now we are here bringing out, you know, enjoying the life, and actually bringing up, you know, the children and
grandkids
and grandchildren.
Yes.
And it's all worth it, you know, because it makes sense after now when you see that. It's difficult. Yes. The other thing I wanted to mention,
yes, Mom,
the one you spoke to Sweetie about, was how we navigate the the bad times.
Yes.
So, or arguments rather.
Yeah.
So we do have, there's no marriage that is perfect. Yes, you'll be talking, you'll be in love, but there's also the bad times. So what we have planned and what we have realized, we have to separate two things. We have to know he's annoyed me or I've annoyed him, but we are not discussing about love. We love each other. Whether he's annoyed me or not, he's still my love. I'm still his love until the day we die. So what we need to do is discuss the issue. So we have to separate the two. Even when disciplining the children, you have to separate the two.
Yeah.
You have to say, sweetheart, there's a friend who laughs so much.
Yes.
Because they were like, you're so annoyed and you're calling each other sweetheart. We say, yes, that's not the issue. The love is still there. We still love each other.
Still my sweetheart.
But this is a separate issue. We are dealing with the issue,
Yeah.
not the person,
So when
not
he
the
annoys
love.
you, you don't say, Charles.
No, never. We've never. We agreed that we will be dealing with the issue. And if the issue is not, you have to separate the two. It's just like when you are disciplining your children or you're being disciplined by your children, by your parents.
Yes.
What they are disciplining is the behavior. It is not the love.
It's not the
They
love.
still love
disowning
you.
you.
Yes, they're not disowning you. You don't become separate because they have offended you. You have to separate the issues. And then we have to realize, like, men don't multitask.
Muga, why is that?
Yes, Muga.
They are not good in multitasking.
Yes.
We are good in multitasking.
Yeah.
So if he annoyed me, let's say, for example, it was in the kitchen.
Hey.
He annoyed me.
Yeah.
Or it was, maybe we were outside in the dating and everything. He annoyed me.
Yeah.
When we come back to the house, we are in the sitting room. Maybe he wants us to watch a movie or do something, listen to music. And then I have to bring back, sweetie, in the kitchen you did not help me. You did this and that and that and that. No.
You did not take out the trash.
You did not take out the trash.
Yeah.
How are they coming in? He will just withdraw, just like wonder why you bringing about, that was about the trash.
Yeah.
This, I've just prepared the place, romantic, just putting everything everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
For us to watch a nice movie,
Yeah.
and
Then
you're
you
telling
bring
me
in
the
the
trash.
trash.
You've lost him.
So how do you
Now
tell him?
you've lost him.
So how do you tell him actually you did not take out the trash when you really want to tell him and you've told him 10 times and he still won't take out the trash?
Yeah, you have to know that men are not multitaskers. So what you do, you have to deal with a folder at a time.
Hey. Mamu got the patience.
I've got the patience. I thank God I've got the patience. But I always advise, even my girls, they always laugh. My girlfriends, they laugh because I'm always on the men's side.
Yes.
I think I should join Joshua on the men's desk.
Okay.
Because I'm more for the boy child.
Please join him on the men's
Yes,
desk.
because you have to realize you cannot capitalize on something just, in hasty decisions. Oh, no. We have to discuss about the trash. We are not watching that movie until we discuss about the trash. It's
So,
not
Ma'am,
going to work.
when will you address the trash? Because yes, he's put the movie. You want to watch. It's nice he has done the setup.
Yes.
But there's still something that is hurting your heart.
Yes.
You want to let it out.
Yes.
When do I let that out?
Yes, it's picking your battles, picking your moments, picking your time.
Okay.
There's a place for everything.
Yeah.
So ask him, sweetheart, I am so ready. You have to be positive. I am so ready. Thank you very much for setting up. I'm ready to watch the movie. But I was just wondering, sweetie, you remember that kaish we had?
I know someone who is having a field day.
You remember that Kaish we had?
Yes.
When do you think we can discuss about it, you know? And he will tell me, because we are learning how to communicate.
Okay.
You
And
cannot.
it's true, that's what she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Dad, why do you need to be told 10 times to take out the trash and not take it? Don't you think it's like it's like disrespect? You
No,
are
it's
either
not
not listening
disrespecting,
to her, you're not paying attention to her.
The attention is there, not disrespecting or anything, but I'm busy with other things.
Which other things?
And there's no rush.
Your phone?
Yeah, no. Funny enough, it's not even the phone.
That is another marriage killer, you know. You
Phones.
don't.
Yeah, phones, yes.
Television.
Ma'am, we are coming there. That one I'm also bringing.
Television and everything,
No,
yes.
especially phones. I'm
Yes.
bringing it right
Yes.
here. But do you think, the way you're saying,
Yeah.
that men can't multitask,
Yeah.
do you think men are like 3-year-olds? You have to constantly tell them things over and over and over and over.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
That I agree. I will not advocate for them. And the older, okay, we don't use the word older.
Hey, you've refused.
The mature, the wiser they become. You know? As you mature, it's like wine or cheese. I don't like take cheese, but I hear it's better.
Yes.
When
it's mature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the way they are. They become more babies. I used to hear that from my mom, and I was like, what? Another baby? So that's why they say your husband is your first child.
My people.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Your first child. Because the children, they come after.
Yes.
So how can you bring them and they become before?
Yeah.
How?
So your husband is your first
So
child.
the first person
And you are
are
his
given.
first maid.
Yeah. No. You're not the maid.
Mm.
You're not the maid.
So
unless you accept it to be the maid. Yes. You're not the maid. You are not the maid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Your child, your husband is the one God has given you before.
To set an example
Yes.
of how you'll raise your kids.
Yes. The trials.
This is the trial now.
Yes.
Of how I'm going to raise my
Yes.
kids and
Yes.
everything. Ah, that's
Yes.
amazing though.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I know a lot of men watching are having a field day. They are like, yes.
No, I support the boy child.
Yeah.
And I also beat them when it is necessary. But the whole thing that goes wrong is because there is no communication. And the boy child also does not want to be told, you know. So that is how we came to an understanding, because sometimes I could speak, I'm speaking whatever language I'm speaking, he's hearing like I'm speaking Chinese and everything. We said, no, how much do we value this marriage? Because without communication, it's going to break.
Yeah.
So we decided so that we can understand. You understand what I am saying, you hear it the way I'm saying it, and I hear the way you're saying it. Why don't we get counseling?
Yeah.
And you know, this is also another foreign language to men, especially our African men, sorry to say.
Yes.
They don't believe in counseling. And that was the best thing that ever happened to us.
Wow.
I would advise every couple, whether things are good, whether things are bad, go for counseling. You don't have, because this is a bank, it's like you're banking.
Yes.
So every time you want to withdraw, you want to withdraw when there is something.
Let's talk about phones
Yes.
and television.
Yes.
Do you think he pays more attention to his phone than to you?
Oh, he cannot. And it's not even my doing.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with the, you know, saying, no, sweetheart, you can't do that and what have you. He equally needs, he knows there's a time and everything for that. So when he comes back from work, I come back from work, we have an understanding that we have to feel, we have spoken in between during the day.
Yeah.
But in the evening is the time to now catch up,
Bond.
because we have a very slim timeline. Because he goes to bed very early, you know, because of waking up.
Yes.
And I go to bed, sometimes I would go late because I want to do 1, 2, 3 things, you know, and therefore we cannot have time also for the phone to be part of our marriage. No, you have to be intentional with marriage. In everything, you have to be intentional because it's very easily to fall into that trap of, because when you're on the phone, then what are you communicating? The phone is more important.
And I think most of the time we do share so many things. Because even if I'm on the phone, it's something that is concerning her, or it's something that you need to share, the both of us. Likewise, even her, or maybe I've got a message from Lynn Ngugi. Said, oh, sweetheart, I've got a message from Lynn Ngugi, so we share. But it's so hard for me to see me sitting down with my phone like this. No, it is very hard.
No, we don't do that. We became intentional. We said, you know, these are things you get to look around you. You don't even need to look far. And you see what is actually making the relationships fail. Marriages are failing because of something that we can really totally avoid. And then we go on our knees to pray to God. God will not answer the sum of these prayers because it's our own doing. We've got the free will to choose. You're choosing your phone to be your best friend, you know, or you take the phone and go, you know, go talking. I don't know, you're talking to the boys or you're talking to who, you know, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Oh, wow.
But we have to be intentional.
And most of the time when even somebody calls us, sometimes it's always on the speakerphone.
We do that.
We do that, yes,
every time.
Because there's nothing to hide, you know.
But you gotta be intentional.
You've got to be intentional about it. Yes.
How do you keep the fire burning in your relationship? You know, you've said you go out for dates, you have dinners. Do you still take her out?
Oh, yes. I do. And again, another thing, before I forget, is that every time when we are together in the morning, because sometimes I do wake up very early and I leave her maybe sometimes sleeping, or sometimes I'm not going to work, she's going to work, I don't wake up early. Every time when we are together in the morning, I have to make her breakfast. Because I know what she loves.
What does she love?
2 eggs.
Yes.
And I mean, even there's a way that I make her coffee. Coffee in the morning. And then 2 eggs, and then if there's avocado, and then 2 tomatoes or maybe 1 tomato. And is it like, no, in the evening, she has a special coffee she takes. What do you call it? Is
vanilla.
Latte. Vanilla latte. I do it for her in the evening.
Yes. Wow, why do you do that?
Because I love doing it. And when I serve her, she's always happy. And she just said, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetie. I feel it. I love it. Yes.
Breakfast.
Even like today, because today we were off, both of us. And she was busy doing something else. So I just went to the kitchen. I woke up and I went downstairs and I started doing the breakfast. And I told her, your breakfast is ready. And actually, you are at the backyard. There's something she was doing. I said, sweetheart, breakfast is ready. So she came in. And then after doing her breakfast, I do my breakfast.
Oh.
I always do that.
So she feels special. Do you
that
feel
is
special?
Something very special. That is something I have to say thank you because he has done it from day one.
He's made you breakfast for 27 years.
Through and through, I never, when we go somewhere, even our friends can attest to that. They're like, okay, we are supposed to wake up and serve our husbands. You, what are you doing? I'm like, he's serving me. He's getting me breakfast. So this is a war we have when we go to Kenya because they like tell us, can you leave that Wingeleza, you know, like that London, England style, wacheni uzungui mwingi. Just do the way we do. No, we just do the way we do here. Because he loves that and he said that makes him happy and he wants to serve me. And we also ask each other, you know, during our dates, because things, priorities, languages of love, all these things will change with time. It will not be the same from day one when you met
Yes.
until the end.
Yeah.
It goes with time
Okay.
and season.
Yeah.
Your language, you might find your language of love is quite different when children start coming in, when they leave the nest,
Yeah.
you know, there's all that, you know, when they're of age, everything. So he said he loves doing me breakfast. He does not, he wants to serve me. So he says, I want to serve my queen. So, and I'm like,
and the queen is
you're
served.
The king, and the queen is served.
Yes.
Even
So
there's
he has done
sometimes,
that.
like your girls, your friends, they come over.
Yeah.
They're in the sitting room. I do everything. The next thing they see me with a tray with coffee and tea and biscuits. They
And
say,
they
"Sir
want to
Charles,
run
you've
away."
done all this?" I said, "Yeah." Really? I said, "Yeah."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Because I don't want her to leave her friends, come and go to the kitchen, and yet I'm doing nothing. Those are her friends. So sit there, chat, and I'll do the rest.
Let me sort you guys.
Let me sort you guys. Even food. In fact, most of her friends, they're from Zambia.
Yeah.
And they love their tradition of is it Shima.
Shima.
Yes.
Shima, that is ugali. So I always do it.
Wow.
Sir Charles, you're coming for Shima and Nyama Choma. They know Sir Charles is Nyama Choma.
Yeah.
Nyama Choma guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dad is Nyama Choma guy.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, very
Lovely.
much. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah,
That
so
keeps the spark alive.
He
That-
does keep the spark alive because now, tell me, I've been served like that breakfast. Whether there was a quarrel or not, whether I did something or not, done. It is done. So how am I going to fail to submit?
Hey.
How do you fail to submit?
How do you feel, Mom?
Yes.
Yes. How do you feel to
I
submit?
cannot fail to
You've
submit.
been led properly.
Yes,
You've been
because
served.
I am full tank.
Yes.
You know, and
Well-
my tank is been, I'm never running dry.
Yes.
So I will submit so easily.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying it is really, it's connected.
Yeah.
Because it starts with the husband.
Yeah.
What is he doing on his end as a leader, as the head of the house? What is he doing?
Good.
How am I doing?
Yeah.
He is the one who is supposed to lead.
Yes.
So what leadership am I following? So it's the leadership of love,
Yes.
serving. Why would I struggle also
Wow.
to love?
Wow.
And to, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
you just have-
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to, it's a two-way. You have to make sure that you really giving, also putting something in.
Yeah.
You don't expect to be just emptying.
Good.
You have also to put something in, and you have to identify, you have to sit and talk. Like we used to do dates before, we could switch off everything and we decide we sit in the house and just talk. But we realized that is also a bit tricky because when we are talking, sometimes we could get annoyed in an argument, and there's room for either he stands
walk
up
out,
or
yeah.
I stand up.
And he goes to his room.
And he goes to his room. And we said, no, this is not good. So what do? We go in public, whereby you are not going to leave me there. So we go
Yeah.
out in public.
Yeah.
So we talk, that is the time now. And we have agendas. It's so purpose. You know, we have agendas. It's like, today, what are we discussing? Are we, apart from catching up with the week, whatever we did not, you know, because we want to be up to date with each other, everything that we are doing.
Yeah.
So what is it that we are discussing? Is it children? Is it finances? Is it, you know, we don't want to mix, because as I told you, you have to deal a folder at a time.
I think that's our takeaway home.
Yes.
And you just have to deal, tick.
Yes.
Deal.
Yes.
Hey.
You have to deal and know the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they could be in a mindset that they're not ready to discuss. And surely there are times, sometimes you could be a person that you want to process.
Yes.
Slowly. You don't want something happens now and you discuss now.
Tell
You're
me
not going
about
to
it.
sleep until we discuss this. And maybe they want some
I'm
time
not in the mood.
to process.
Yes.
So you have to meet at the middle. So when is it? Don't go indefinitely. Oh,
Yeah.
I am going to process
For 3 years.
for 3 years. Yeah, because it's the same as, just sweeping things under the carpet. So at some point we have to discuss this.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, when we are waiting to discuss that issue, everything else should go to okay.
Whoa.
Yes. It should not be stopped.
I don't get to be quiet and fussy and I don't want to talk to you and I don't.
Why are you trying to just really, and you're making matters worse by keeping quiet? Oh, so how does it help?
But if I am processing, but if I'm processing, I need my space, so don't talk to me.
But you cannot process alone.
Huh.
You have to be the two of you. So you need to sit down and talk.
That is when she's processing. That is okay.
But when I'm processing personally, I like being alone.
Yes.
I don't want you around me.
Yes.
I want to just...
Yeah, but for how long?
Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour.
You have to be specific.
Yeah,
this is where communication.
This
is where communication comes, because.
So I have to be like, give me 1 hour. I'll be back.
And then you have to spell some things out for them, because sometimes even I could get annoyed and he's not even aware.
I'm not
annoyed.
Aware. Yes.
Yeah.
How can he not know I'm mad?
Yes, he will see funny behavior, but he will rush. He will be like, sweetheart, can I get you a cup of tea, or do you want anything? And I'm thinking, I want to kill you. You're asking me. So sometimes you just have to, you don't assume. You have to spell it out.
Okay.
Sweetheart, this is the moment you capture. Sweetheart, you annoyed me when you did A, B, C, D. So that is why I'm annoyed. Yeah? And that's why I'm quiet. So when are we going to discuss about this?
We are taking notes.
Yeah.
We are
taking
taking
discuss.
Notes. Yes.
Yes.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Because communication is very, it's very, very important. It's very important. It's very important, You don't assume. Sometimes you have to learn your other partner, your person, know how they are. There are some they can read in between the lines. There are some they cannot.
Hata ushinde hapo.
So hata ushinde hapo ukilia, atashindwa atatuliza.
This one?
Haya, mbona unalia?
Unaumwa.
Unaumwa. You are like
now you are the cause.
Exactly. And you are the problem.
Yes. So we just have to really, really, really just be intentional.
Yeah.
Involve God in it. Praying together. Because sometimes, when you don't pray together, you can pray for each other, but you need to pray together.
You need to pray together.
You need to pray together. Okay. You need to involve God in your relationship. Yes. Whether it's a relationship, whether you're dating, whether you're doing anything that you do, you need to involve God in it.
Okay.
Yes, because that is what we have done all through and through. We've involved God. And also separating issues.
Separate issues.
Yes.
Dad, why do you think many marriages are failing? And why do you think now people are saying marriage is a scam?
First and foremost is that's not not understanding one another. And as she said, communication. Because like I said, when we started, she was talking to me, getting inside and coming out of it. See? So if you don't give a chance, then marriage won't work. But marriage do work if you sit down and talk. Because communication is very, very important. And that's why and counseling also. If there's a problem in the marriage, counseling is also very, very important. Because like now, we went for the counseling. Immediately, I think after the second day, that's when I realized I was hurting her. Because of the way I saw it when I was told by a third party. Because we sat down and as we were talking, and I thought, oh yes. I was not hearing her. I was just ignoring her. So marriage is not a scam. As long as you understand one another, as long as you sit down and talk and be there for one another. Because communication, it helps a lot.
It's key. It's
I'm
key.
telling you, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to wind up because I feel like you've greatly blessed us. But because I know you guys clearly looks like you've done this a lot of times.
Yeah.
But this is something I like doing on the show.
Yeah.
If you could look at Dad and tell him, what do you love about him?
Okay. So, sweetheart, I really love everything about you. I love you so much. I love the way you love me. I love the way you love our children. I love the way you are there for me for good times and bad times. And I thank God for you. And I ask God to give us many more years to come. You're beautiful inside and outside. I love you so much.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dad, what do you want to tell her?
Where do I start?
Oh.
My darling sweetheart, you are my everything. I love you so much. And you've been there for me. You've taken me from bottom to the top, all through. And thank you for understanding me. Thank you for loving me because your love is beyond. And thank you also for giving me such beautiful, beautiful children. I look at them, I see you. And you're so beautiful, and you're everything to me. And I always tell you, when I'm working at work, I always look at the watch. What time will I finish to go back to my wife, to my sweetheart? I love you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Love you too.
that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lynn.
No, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so you're blessed in our hearts, you know.
Yes.
Like as I was telling you, I hate sitting here and watching so many things break, you know. That's why I was like, we have to be intentional also with bringing people content that shows them marriage works.
Yes.
Because what you guys have is beautiful. But I also love hearing it comes with its own set of challenges.
Yes.
Yeah.
That it's not just a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Marriage works as long as you put in the work.
Yes.
As long as you're intentional about it, it's going to work, you know. But before I wind up, God, I
Let me
feel
say
like,
something
yes,
before-
Dad,
before you-
take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I just remembered something.
Yes.
We were somewhere where we were, was it the barbecue? Not last year. Was it the barbecue or what was it? For Kenya. Yeah, and it's usual for me when we arrive somewhere in the car, I always go on the other side and open the door for her and close the door. When you're approaching the car, I always open the door. So there was a couple there, there was a man there, and he saw me doing it, and he came to me and said, "Wow, I can't believe you've done that." And then when I spoke to him in Kikuyu, he couldn't believe it. He said, "You're from Kenya, and you're doing that?" I said, "Yeah, why not? She's my wife, I love her." And then the wife was there. So the wife said, "Yes, you see?" And then she told the wife, "Can it start now?" That's what you told him.
Yeah, I told them.
You told them, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, was it, no, Christmas, December, we went for a party, Kenyan party, Christmas party. Yeah. And we met. And I couldn't remember them, but she did remember them. And then she asked the lady, is he still doing the same thing? So what did she say?
Yeah, she said he's trying.
Yeah,
He
he's
forgets
trying, but it's not
sometimes.
easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Even our children, the one who are married, you always tell them, you know, it's good to do this. Like one of them, the boyfriend, we told him, and he said, it is hard. To him, sees as if it's hard, but it's not hard. When you practice, it's not hard. So yeah.
Just be intentional about
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
intentional.
About it.
Yes.
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 Just
Yeah.
keep trying.
Yes.
You
Keep
don't
on
have
trying.
to get it right,
Yeah.
but keep trying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mom, you want to say something?
I don't know what to say. I'm just truly honored. But what I want to say is, apart from just thanking you and your team,
Yes.
your lovely team, and really praying that God enlarges your territory,
Amen.
is, you know, I would really want to say that it breaks my heart to just marriages when they break, you know, it just breaks my heart. And I've been known as somebody who really loves, you know, people loving on one another. So God is not respecter of persons. If he can do it for us, he can do it for you.
Amen.
He can do it for another one. He can do for everybody.
Yeah.
But we have to realize that we need to put the work in as well. And we have to realize that it has to be God first. And then yourselves, you know, you come second. And both of you have to have a relationship with God. So that at least you know when times are tough, when you're praying separately, God can guide you in different way.
Yeah.
How to be a good partner in every different way. And marriage is not a scam. It's a beautiful thing. It's a God's gift and blessing. It's a covenant, and it should be kept and respected. And enjoyed.
Yes.
Enjoyed. There's no need of getting married and you're not
Enjoying
it.
It's not a prison.
Yes, it's not a prison.
Yes.
Just to be
seen you're married and
to be in the statistics. No.
Yeah, enjoy it.
You need to enjoy it. So if you're not enjoying it, you shouldn't get married in the first place. And it depends on how you're getting when you're going into marriage. For what reason are you going into marriage? Because nowadays there's so much influence outside. Most of the people are getting married because of different things. It's they want the social media to say that this was the biggest wedding, or you know, or this I am married to so and so and everything. But that is not the main reason for marriage.
Yes.
So I would say, like Pastor T said one time in the program, if you want to do something good, I mean, you want to do something, do it to the fullest.
Yes.
You know, if you want to stay single, stay single
to the fullest.
To the fullest.
Yes.
If you want to be married,
be married,
then be
to,
married
the
to the fullest and commit to the fullest so that you can enjoy the fruits. But there's no need of getting married if you know you want to be single.
And if you won't put in the work.
And you won't put the work.
Nayo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I know, I don't even know where the idea of just having you guys on the show came from.
Yes.
But I feel like my heart is full right now.
Oh,
I feel like this was meant to happen.
Yes.
It has happened.
Yes.
And you have no ideas how many homes you could be saving right now.
Oh,
you have no idea how many people will forward these clips to their loved ones and tell them, oh, sweetie, can you watch this? You know? So you and your sweetie, we appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And Dad, thank you for even just, I keep telling you, it's even hard to really host men on the platform because they feel like they don't have a platform to be heard. They feel like they can't be vulnerable because of what the society will say about them. But then you see where it's coming from. You gave him the space to be vulnerable. And now he can talk and just be himself. And for me, I think that's what this is. It's our take home. That it's okay to let your person be themselves. Just create space for them. Hold space for them. So for me, thank you for coming. And even as you go back home, I know you have a 2.5 hour drive back to your place. I want you to know that you've been a blessing to our show. And may God bless you. So maybe before I wind up, anything you want to add on that you feel I left out briefly? Anything you want to add on, each and every one of you?
Yes.
We had something for her.
We had something, but we kept. I don't know where we. For you, what we did, we said because you've always said that that let's give each other's
the flowers
when they're still alive.
So
I think the offices are closed. But they're somewhere you will get them.
The flower. Could they be those ones there, purple?
Oh yes.
So we decided to give you the flowers while you we have, you know, we literally decided to do that. Yes, you are the one to give you flowers when you still, you know.
Oh my God.
To appreciate you so much. You know, and yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And so we thank you so much because even trusting us to be in your space, in your ministry, you know, without even knowing us and just loving on us without even knowing our story. We appreciate. We appreciate so much.
Thank you so much.
And
you
we are
know.
honored to be with you.
Yes.
So honored.
Yes.
May God bless you.
Yes.
God bless you
May
too.
He add unto where this came from.
Yes.
May your cup overflow.
Amen.
Amen.
May He be gracious to you.
Yes.
Amen.
May He give you wealth and good health.
Amen.
May He be there for your children and their children.
Amen.
That's all I can say. You've been a blessing.
Amen. Thank
And
you.
they are lovely. And I know people smell.
Yes.
And you just say, it's amazing. But for me, it's the thought that really
Yes.
counts.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I don't. I'm
Yeah.
beginning to enjoy gifts.
Yes.
I'm beginning.
And why
to
not?
Yes. Why
Why
not?
not?
Yes,
Why
you
not?
deserve
I
it.
am
You
deserving
deserve
of
it.
them,
Yes,
right?
yes,
I'm
yes.
deserving of them.
Yes,
So
you deserve
asanteni
it.
sana.
Karibu.
Yes,
Asante.
they are lovely, and may
Yes.
God just bless each and every one of you.
Yes.
you.
And
Thank
may your
you.
marriage be what people look at and say, look at them. 27 years and going.
Yes.
We can also, guys, see tutafika 27 years. Lini.
Yes, you will. We were like you. And we started, the journey just like you.
Yes.
So what you do is just one step at a time.
Yeah.
But every step that you take, be intentional with that step. And just know that you're building your marriage. And it's a covenant. So like he said, whatever you do to yourself, you do for your marriage, you don't say that I'm doing to my husband or I'm doing to my wife. Because it's a covenant, you are one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're doing it. If he
Yes.
hurts me, he's hurting himself.
Yes.
If I hurt myself, I
Yes.
hurt him.
You are hurting yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really, we need to be intentional. And also just because of the children that are looking up
to you
us.
guys.
Yeah.
Give
Yes.
a good example
Yeah.
to them also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for blessing us.
Yes. Thank
God,
you.
you
Wish
just have
everybody-
so much grace. Like
Thank
we
you.
were, the team was looking forward to seeing all of you.
Oh,
Wow,
thank
Yes,
thank you.
even Liz did
Even-
not. Liz was like, you see, Joshua is clapping. The laugh.
Thank you. Thank
We
you,
even
Joshua.
told Liz,
Yes.
she's like, oh my God. The lady was sitting there. She's like, oh my God, oh my God. We
Yes.
were all looking forward
Oh, thank
to just
you.
having this conversation.
Yes.
And even when we come back next year, God
Yes.
willingly, we'll pass by
You
and
are most
have
welcomed.
Shima.
Shima,
Yes.
yes,
Nyama
ugali.
choma.
Oh, yeah,
Nyama
definitely.
Don't play
Yes,
with us, but
yes.
these London people are feeding us.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's just, you can see.
Enjoy
again,
it, yes.
You see,
Yeah.
I've been
You have
fed.
to.
I can't say I've been
Yes.
fed.
Enjoy it.
And
Yes.
thank
Yeah.
you for just being amazing.
Yes,
Yeah. So,
thank you.
shall we wind up?
Yes, let's wind up so
Yes.
that we can give the rest
The
as
rest.
well. We know you
Yeah.
have a long
It's
night
okay.
to go.
No,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yes.
With these flowers
Yes.
and chocolate and your love and support, plus my
Yes.
incredible team,
Yes.
don't worry about
Yes.
me. I got this.
Yes.
And as Dad
Oh.
said, we came here to work.
Yes.
Hatukukuja hapa kucheka na kuangalia sijui London Bridge.
Yes.
We came here to work
Yes.
and work with
That's
God.
true.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
And my
thank
people
you.
back home, I don't know what, Joshua, I don't know what your take home is from today's conversation. Muga, I don't know what your take home is from this conversation.
Yes.
Kevin and Sam, one of you will be editing this. I don't know what
Yes.
your take home is also from today's conversation,
Yes.
but I believe you've been blessed. And I always say sometimes the essence of these conversations, even if they touch one person, then our job here is done.
Yes,
if
true.
it changes one marriage, if a couple is healed today, then our job here is done. Let's continue rebuilding. Let's continue sharing impactful content, continue supporting us, even to our incredible partners that we've worked with through this journey. Highsop Properties Limited, asanteni sana. Go support what they are doing, guys. They have this great real estate company that can take care of you and make sure that you are not conned along the way. I did not even get to ask Mom and Dad about their experience in investing back home, but I know they have, and I know a lot of people in diaspora are looking into investing. And for me, it's always a sad state of affair because I've been here. I see how hard people work here. I see the shifts and I'm like, do these people even rest? People are even eating sandwiches on the move and I'm like, oh my God, what time do you guys, Mom, what time do you guys even rest?
No,
Yes.
it's not time for resting. You have also to be intentional
About creating a
Yeah.
work-life
Yes.
balance,
Yes.
you know?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
so
have to.
when I see them getting conned and working so hard, for me, I really feel bad about it. So make sure if you're investing, because of how hard you've worked, you are investing with a credible source. And I always say, I'll never sit here and tell you guys about a product I'm not intentional about. So go check them out. And if you have questions about Hyssop, email me, info@lnn.digital. But their contact details are here on the screen. Just invest if you are able to. Hakuna pressure. To you, my people watching back at home, asanteni. Lydia Tet Olet, I want to say thank you, man. It can only be God. You just need destiny connectors in this life. You just pray. By then, just be about your prayers and see how God will open doors for you. Lydia, a complete stranger that I met just a few years ago, I think 2 years ago, and she's somewhere now sitting, having a conversation with our next guest. The way she drives us around, the way she's just there caring for us, I really appreciate her. When you are saying a prayer today, say one for Lydia Tet Olet. May God bless you. Let's get to 700K subscribers. And Joshua, anything else? Oh, no, God, yes. Yeah, and of course, as I thank Hyssop Properties, I also have to thank we call him the godfather of LNN, the father of LNN, Eric of Maridadi Motors. He's the reason we connected with Mom. He was like, there's someone that you guys need to see. And when we were at Kenyan Friends in the Park, and he was our connecting point to Mom. And when Mom came behind where we were, and she prayed for us, and she had us talking to Dad on the phone, it was just a beautiful moment. So Eric of Maridadi Motors, take your, see, he's in his angle, but take your flowers, my bro. And may God also continue opening doors for your company. And everyone who has subscribed, man, I wouldn't have done it without your love and support. To God be the glory, loyal to the giver of the gift, not the gift itself. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Nah, hold on. I'm gonna see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Dad, umesikia chochote ama nirudie?
Nimesikia.
Ati wataniona lini?
Tomorrow.
No,
tomorrow.
Mom, wataniona lini? When
Speak English.
That is where my English will fit.
Kesho.
See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Coming to you live from Canal Wolf here in London. Yeah, Dad, kuna shida?
Adios.
Adios. Chachos.